Good morning, y'all. My name's Frank. Welcome back to the channel. It's Saturday, about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm headed to the shop. So, probably about 2 months ago, I had a woman reach out to me. She's from Rome. She's, I guess, heavily embedded with the Catholic Church and works with the Pope there or alongside the Pope. I don't know exactly to what capacity, but she reached out to me. And then we spoke a couple times, and she was interested in coming to Kensington. She said, I seen your work. She sent me some of her work. You know, they go all over to Africa, all over the place. War-torn countries, third world countries, and bring resources there courtesy of the church. So she asked me, she said, would you be okay with us coming out there and show us what you do, that type of stuff. And because of timing, and just because of everything I was dealing with at the time, and this was right in the middle of it, I was like, well, yeah, we can speak about it, right? And then, things ended up moving forward, and, here we are. Her and her crew got to the States Friday. I'll be meeting with them today. I'll go to Philly. I'll leave the shop a little early, go to Philly, have dinner with them, and then we'll go out in the morning, early in the morning, get to work. And there's usually when people come, I think even when Fox came, there might have been like 8 people, and the majority of them, like 4 or 5 of them, was security. There was only like a cameraman and 2 other people. This is 11 people. So this is gets me a little nervous. And, this is something that's, who doesn't know the Pope, right? And regardless, maybe you might have thoughts or opinions or, feelings about the Catholic Church and stuff that has happened in the past, to me, that's, none of my concern, really. If we can bring resources to help people, right? Because I realize that, imagine that's like having a family, right, of millions of people and expecting everybody to be clean amongst the millions of people. It's just not going to happen, especially you throw in money, you throw in power, you throw in all these other things. It's just bound to get very messy at some point or another, I guess, right? So I'm really looking forward to it, man. This could mean a lot of good things for Kensington, for the people of Kensington. And anybody that knows me knows that I would 100% be happy if I never had to go down there again to take another coat, to take another, to do another interview, to do another haircut, to look for somebody that's lost. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I understand that's a little far-fetched. Maybe I'm reaching with that, but that's my hope, right? Is it unrealistic? Yeah, probably. But that's still my hope, right? So I'll pack the whole, when I tell you I have a lot of donations. And the last time I went, man, I'm pretty sure I showed it on here. I had literally the whole thing packed. From the only seat that I had was my driver's seat. The passenger seat had stuff, the back seat, and then the whole bed of the truck was stuffed from front to back with stuff to take for the people out there, right? And last time I went out there, I struggled. I struggled a lot because it brought back a lot of memories, right? Where I was parked at when I started that live was literally 10 feet from the first time that our family went out there and started doing what we did, and that just brought back a lot of memories. I remember specifically taking a picture with Rachel and our family and the children right in the middle of the street. And, you know, that was such a proud moment for me and my family to come back and be able to serve people. That was a very big moment for me. Very big. And part of me was like, almost like I didn't want to make new memories at the time, right? I didn't want to make new memories because I felt guilty of making those memories alone. But then I have to realize also, you know, I have to tell myself, nigga, you've been left alone, right? You didn't leave alone. You were left alone, right? So when I remember that stuff, and you know, it doesn't make it any easier, but it sort of reinforces, you know, what I hear and what people say, and you know, and what my internal voice, what it says, right? You know, yeah, it's just, you know, I don't know. I'm sort of like constantly looking for an answer, and I ask for one and I don't get one. And I'm also like, well, damn, that's the answer you need. You know, the lack of getting an answer is almost just as good as the answer itself, right? If you ask somebody, you know, hey, we all right? And they don't answer you, no, you're not all right, right? And you would think because of things that you've shared and, you know, all that stuff, that would change things, but absolutely not. So sometimes we just gotta, you know, and I was always a big believer in this, that sometimes we gotta take the decision out of other people's hands, right? Sometimes we have to do that. Hardest thing ever, but sometimes we have to do that. Some people are so encompassed and self-centered and all that stuff, you know, and not to say I'm not at times. But sometimes we got to take the decision out of other people's hands, right? And as much as it hurts to move on and accept what we don't want to accept, right? Sometimes we have to do it for our best interest, right? Or I just got to be like, all right, you know, this is what it is. And, you know, you can see what it is clear as day, but, you know, sort of chose not to see or whatever, you know. So, man. So everybody wish me well, please, and thank you, and hope that everything goes well tonight. And tomorrow we will be putting like a documentary together, or a presentation that will be going to the Pope. So fingers crossed. Anybody that prays, please pray. Anybody that doesn't, send well wishes, please and thank you. Have a great day. Stay blessed, y'all. And remember, the people that you love, tell them you love them. Say, I'm sorry. Say, I forgive you. Say, let's start fresh. All that shit, man. Say it. Say it. Be willing to put your pride and ego to the side. None of that shit is important at the end of the day. None of that. None of that, all right? Thank you, guys. Stay blessed, y'all.